Students, today we will come to the poem Marvellous Travel by Joshua Fernandez. So I think most of the people or every one of us like traveling. We are happy to visit different places. What's the reason? It is told that traveling is a way of getting enjoyment. It's a way of getting know about different people, their culture, food habits, dress code, and a number of things. We get an opportunity to visit different places and understand people. So all of us are happy to travel. And here in this poem also, the poet shares his views on travel. Why does he travel? What's the purpose of his traveling? What all things he does while he travels? So it's a very simple poem because we also travel and we also will have certain ideas while we travel, and here the ideas, the views of the poet, that's what we see here. So the first stanza: I travel with my eyes watching those silently cry, asking themselves the question why someone left them without saying goodbye. So why does the poet travel? So the first stanza gives the answer that the poet travels to see. That's why it is mentioned, I travel with my eyes. Travel with my eyes. That means the poet travels to different places to see and watch the people, to watch the response of the people. And he says that sometimes he sees people crying and he tries to understand the reason, and sometimes he happens to hear that someone left them without saying goodbye, maybe by death. We do not know. That means he tries to understand the feelings of the people, and one of the main purposes of his traveling is to see people and places. Okay, then I travel with my thoughts. I travel with my pen to write about children, women, and men. I travel with my thoughts. He had certain thoughts in his mind about this travel, to understand something. And also while he travels, it is mentioned, I travel with my pen. What's the purpose of keeping a pen? No doubt it is to note down. So while he visits different places or while he sees different things, he notes it down. We know that in our case also we may forget things that we see sometimes. So but if you keep it down, if you note it down somewhere, you will remember all these things. So the poet travels with his pen to write about children, women, and men. So he sees different types of people. He sees the difference in their lifestyle. He notes it down to keep it, to keep it for future. So I travel with my pen. Then I travel with my voice, travel with my hope that something new would spring into my horoscope. I travel with my voice to speak to communicate to other people. And what's his hope while he travels? Something new would spring into my horoscope. That is, something new will happen in his life. He will get some new ideas. So horoscope is a common term to show that it's a written document that shows your future. So something new would spring into my horoscope means he will get something new and special while he travels. Okay, so I travel with my voice, I travel with my hope that something new would spring into my horoscope. Whether in Asia, America, or Europe, there will always be something interesting to scout. That means wherever you go, maybe visiting Asia, or you may be going to America or Europe, wherever, which continent, which country you are visiting, there will be something interesting happening there. So there will be something special and interesting to expect, to hope there. Then I travel to many different places, mix with many races, identify tribesmen by their faces, and little girls by their laces. So he travels to different places and he mixes with the different types of different races of people. And now he can identify people, tribesmen, etc., by their faces, because he feels that in different countries, in different places, the appearance of the people, the face cut of the people, the dress code of the people, etc., are different. And now he can understand, he can identify people looking at their faces, and little girls by their laces. That simply means that he can identify people from their dress. So we know that in different regions, different parts of our own country, people have different types of dress codes. And for a person who has gone through all these places, it will be possible for the person to identify their region to their place from their dress. Okay, that's the meaning of that. I travel without money, so please listen to my testimony. The good, the bad, and even the ugly. Every experience is worth life's journey, for I'll always be marveled whenever I travel. I travel without money. He hasn't kept a lot of money with him. That is to show that he has the hope that wherever he goes, there will be people to help him. There is no need of keeping money with him for his needs. There will be people in different, even though he is going to distant places. So please listen to my testimony. So testimony here, it is to show that the truth that he has experienced, we can say. The good, the bad, and even the ugly. Every experience is worth life's journey. So while we go on a journey, there may happen some good things, bad things, sometimes some ugly things, but whatever happens, every experience, even though it is good, bad, or ugly, every experience is worth life's journey. In our life journey, everything is worthy. So every experience will have certain influence in our life. For I will always be marveled whenever I travel. So he is always surprised whenever he travels. So whatever happens in our life, so we know that in our life also sometimes different types of experiences happen in our life. Some of the experience will be good, some of the experience will be bad or unhappy, but we know that life is a mixture of such experiences, and every experience, everything happens in our life for our own well-being. That is what it is told. So that's the poem. So the idea of the poet while he travels, what's the purpose of his traveling? To see different things, to understand the people, to understand their dress codes, to share their experiences, and all these things have been mentioned here. So now what you have to do is read the poem many times. So as I told, it's very simple and there is nothing difficult. Okay, and also the number of poetic devices used are also very less. So there is no need of being much bothered about the what we say poetic devices and all. So what you have to do is to understand the poem, and also after reading it complete the questions given there. Okay, so we will stop for today. Thank you.